Hello farmers, and welcome back to the hills of Tuscany. Just leaving the second potato field where the harvest is finished. Already brought over one harvest load of potatoes, and now we got just a little bit extra. Well, I say a little bit, since this harvester does hold a quarter of a million liters currently. Yeah, 28,000 is a little extra. Make up your mind where you're going, buddy. You going that way? There you go. I know, it's kind of my fault. I'm taking up the whole road. And I should have my beacons on as well. Let's just roll on in here, and then we'll back up. And kind of hoping that this will take all the potatoes, but if it doesn't, not that big of a deal. We have a silo that should be able to take potatoes. But last year, this production plant took all the potatoes that we harvested. And it took them all again this year. Perfect. So the potatoes are doing its thing. I need to move that truck, because I need to put away the add-on for the header for the potatoes, because the next thing I want to do is start harvesting some parsnips, right? Is that parsnips down by the cotton field? Yes, it is. So the carrots are over by, yes, the carrots are over by the vineyard. All right, so get some parsnips harvested, and we can get that into the production building to start doing its thing. So next month we'll have some products to sell because we are kind of low on the cash. Let's see, I need to lower the header. And then click on that. And then just detach the potato part of it. And there we go. Now I just got the header itself. Alright, back on down the road, and we'll start harvesting. I think I'll stop at the fuel station on the way down. And you know what? This may take a moment to fill up. How long is it going to take? Probably block traffic as well. Alright, that's going to take a moment. I mean, not too long, but no sense in sitting there watching it fill up, because I do want to get at least one more row or vineyard done over here for fertilizing. They all have to be done this month. So, need to get it done. I got this one here, and then of course I got the one on the hill. I'll try to get the one on the hill done in between episodes. As for things I've done in between episodes, you saw me get the potato field, second one done. I got 95% of the first potato field double fertilized with the slurry spreader. I got a little corner I got to do left, but I ran out of slurry. We're going to do some more slurry spraying today. $2,080 for fuel, and actually brought me down to $22. I don't know if I got a full fuel tank or not, but that should be good enough for the year anyways. Yeah, so we're going to do more slurry spraying today, probably where the red beets were, and that'll be for a single application, not a double, because we'll get the second application in when we plant with the planter. The only fields I'm doing a double application on are the potato fields, if I have that much slurry to go around. I mean, we got a good amount of it, don't get me wrong. It's just a matter of how much do I have. Let's go down this row here. There we go. So these grapes should be ready for harvest next month. A lot of harvesting going on in August and September. We still got plenty more work to do here in August. Now, I was checking on this earlier when I was doing the potato field, because I was thinking about what I wanted to get done this episode. And it's like, yeah, I think I need to get those parsnips harvested. Now, I planted those right up against the cotton field that's there. Which is like, okay, so what's, you know, okay, that's fine, isn't it? For the most part, yes. But what I forgot, the harvester that I'm going to be using and the header I'm using to use the parsnips with can also harvest cotton. That's right, that Mark Thor root crop harvester does cotton harvesting. I think we did a cotton harvest in that on Hinterland. So that was kind of interesting. But, yeah, so when I'm harvesting the parsnips, I was going to make sure I don't get any cotton in there, because it may convert it. I don't know if it'll convert it over to, cotton or back and forth to parsnips. We don't want that, so I may leave a little bit of strip of crop down, because I don't want to mix them up. Just got to be careful of that. I was actually thinking, like the potatoes and sugar beet that we do, I was thinking, well, maybe cotton needs the add-on for the header to be able to harvest the cotton. It does not. So when I'm harvesting the parsnips, just got to be very careful not to get too close to the cotton. Well, the cotton's not ready for harvest anyway, so I shouldn't pick it. Yeah, so I should be fine. I'm overthinking it, like I do most things sometimes. Let's see, we got about 200 liters of fertilizer left. I don't know if I'm going to get... I'll get this vineyard done. I'm not sure if it's enough for the next vineyard, but I don't want to put too much in here because I can't empty out the sprayer tanker. When I convert it back over to a harvester, I'm just going to lose the fertilizer that's there. And yes, I had someone message me on Discord telling me the way to unload these is to make sure you got plenty of space, which we do. Try it folded, unfolded, and it's like, yeah, I've tried all that. It's not working. I have a few items that won't unload, but other ones unload just fine. Not sure what the difference is. It's kind of like the same thing with the planter. The planter here, yeah, the planter in this series, I can fill up with liquid fertilizer from the Omatana seed hut, but the planter I use on American Falls will not. So it's kind of weird how some implements can do certain things and the other one does the opposite. Looks like this harvester could use some fuel, so I'll probably have to refuel it before we get to harvesting the grapes in the next month or so. Currently, as for the money, I think I've spent enough for now, so the next thing I want to do is try to get the loan paid off a little bit more. Like I said, my goal was get it down to $9 million by the end of the year. That should not be a problem. I do want to buy a manure spreader, but it's just a matter of getting the one that would fit us perfectly for this mat. I haven't looked at any. The slurry sprayer was more important to me because we were getting kind of full on these slurry, and I want to make sure we use it on up. Where am I going here? To the fuel depot. Well, I don't see no traffic here, so they're just going on through. We are full of fuel, so that was like almost perfect. Okay, let's lower that down. Turn on the harvester, and we should be getting parsnips, and we are. So this, not long ago, was, well, this was a barley field, actually, right up in here. But the lower part down through here, this was all a forest area. And we pretty much broke even on leasing the equipment to get rid of the trees and selling the trees. Although we still got plenty more trees to sell. I haven't got all my money back on it yet. But it's going to be pretty darn close. Boy, this is more bumpier here than I thought it was. I'm hoping it's just because it's next to the road. That's what it could be. I'm hoping anyways. And we did play it right on down to this this road that goes on down through here. But this next year will be this will be all of the cotton field. Just have the cotton field all in one. Right now we got two cotton fields, so the cotton field across the road from us that's directly behind us, that will be where we put in some veggies or whatever kind of crop that we might need. This will be pure cotton over here. So this is kind of like a bonus crop for this year. Whatever you get off this field, this is a field that we didn't have last season. Yeah, so it's not going to, if the header goes over a cotton stalk, it's not going to do anything to it. This is the part I was wondering if it was going to harvest or not, because it's rather steep, but it looks like the header is staying right on the ground. And we're not going to lose any crop through there. Perfect. Yeah, once next month comes, we should have a good amount, or a decent amount anyways, of all the veggies. The parsnips I may mix up a little bit. I think, did I put all the red beet into one production? I may have, because it wasn't that field there that we harvested of the red beet. That's not that big of a field. So I think I just dumped it all into the soup production. The parsnips I may mix and match. Let's watch out for our stock behind us. Don't want to do any crop destruction. And actually, let me go back around this way. I may not get this whole field harvested during the episode, but I want to get some of it into the production building to start the process. Actually, I just remembered the one field I may need to fertilize this month, and I don't want to forget about it, is... no, wait, I don't plant wheat until October. Don't plant wheat until October. So that field up there, I got the month of September to get it prepared for wheat. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping by the end of next season, I know I'm already looking to next season, but... Okay, we even harvested going downhill. But my goal, like I said, for the end of this year was get the loan down to 9 mil. I think I'm going to set a long-term goal at the end of next year to have it down to 8 mil. So that means, you know, anything extra I pay out this year will benefit me for next year. I mean, we do make about $500,000 between the candy and the clothing. But this year, or sorry, next year when we sell clothing, should have more. So, yeah, I'm hoping at some point, because my overall goal is by the end of year 10 is to repay back the $10 million. And hopefully at some point when we get the loan down low enough, we won't be losing that much per month. And maybe I can buy more fields to do more stuff. Because obviously the more fields we have, more product we have, the more product we have to sell. See how bumpy it is going up this way this time. I think it's just because I'm awfully close to the road. Yeah, it's not that bad going through there. But I am getting close to the point of, you know, thinking about start getting some workers in here once again. Obviously not now because I don't have the money. I got 22 euros in the bank account. I don't think Frank is going to want to come out and work for 22 euros. Although maybe he would. I mean, because I mean he's been around for a long time, so he's either loyal or stupid, one or the other. Maybe he would work for 22 euros. I mean, not really. If I were to hire him, he wouldn't get too far. But, yeah, as the fields get bigger, we get more fields. And now I'm going to start doing, like, slurry spraying, which is going to take me, you know, a while to get fields done that way, rather than with the artificial fertilizer. I also got to plow a lot of fields. A lot of fields. And a lot of fields. Let's see, is it the wheat field, the only field? Wheat field and sunflower field are the only fields I don't plow. As I'm thinking about that as I say it. I think those are the only two fields I don't have to plow. Oh yeah, and I think a lot of our fields this year need lime also. Almost forgot about that. I was thinking about plowing a field today, but may grab the Lamborghini and start putting down some lime, probably on the potato field. Just focus on one field, like, okay, then just get out of my mind, like that field's set for replanting next spring. We are filling up pretty good with parsnips, so we should easily get one combine load off here. So I'll put one combine load into the soup, and then the other one will go right into the preserved food. Alright, let me just zip around here. And I'll see you when it's full. Probably a couple more headlands is what I need to do. Just about full. And I'm probably going to call it good enough right here. I mean, I could take another 3,000, but let's go ahead and actually just... I'm going to drop off the header right there. Alright, let's zip on back to the production lane and dump this right in to make some soup. Careful on this steep hill. Yeah, I should get maybe almost another full harvester load, which would be great. The one thing I did check on while I was harvesting the rest of this, I was curious about the sugar production and how the sugar beet was getting along. And I got about 25,000 liters of sugar beet left to be processed into sugar. And this year we're going to be putting in cut sugar beet, and I should get more sugar out of that. And I may actually put maybe a little bit of a load in a regular sugar beet. We'll have to see how the harvest goes. Now let me put on my beacons here as this car comes on down the road. You going to go on through? Are you going to stop? Oh, it didn't stop. Alright, let's go ahead and just park you right here for now. And I'll get the rest of the parsnips a little bit later. But what I need to do now is we're going to grab the truck and our tanker. And I'm hoping the tanker is empty. Oop, going past the autoloader. That lags me out quite a bit. I'm hoping the tanker is empty. If it's not, then I will empty it. It should only be water, if anything, in there. Yep, there is water in there. Let's just go ahead and empty that on out. If I just go empty. There we go. It's all gone. Alright, let's go grab some slurry. Which is, you know, probably not what I should be putting in this tanker since I do it for milk and water. But for now, it's going to be for all three. The water, if you're wondering where that goes, well, we do give the animals water, of course. The mod that we use does not quite seem to work with the husbandries that we put down. The milk, of course, goes over to the dairy production. And now the slurry, we're just grabbing to bring it on down to our slurry sprayer. Rather than bringing up our tank that holds about 24,000 liters, might as well go ahead and grab 60,000 liters. Is that close enough? It is close enough. So, the good thing about the manure pit, one, it gives us more storage. Just, I think it says 4 million it'll hold. Right now we got about 47,000 liters because the other manure pit on the other side only holds about 45,000. And we have loaded it up a couple times from there. It's just, it's a little tricky and time taking. But at least now with this manure pit over here, I'll be able to back up a spreader, which, by the way, let me come and look at some manure spreaders. It's been a while since I've been in here looking at these. 12 meter working width, 24 meter working width. Ooh, I do like that. Holds 22,000, almost 23,000 liters. I'm pretty sure there's going to be modded ones out there that are going to hold maybe more. Premium edition. What does that do? 20 and 12. I mean, I would like this one right here just because it holds 34,000 liters. Working width being 24. But for now, we're going to have to go ahead and just do it with the slurry, which is fine. Let's bring this down to our T8 and slurry sprayer. And I'll finish off the first potato field. And then we'll get the red beet field one application in. Oh, that's right. I got the grass field to mow this month as well. Got to keep up with that. Make sure we get our 3 cuts in per year. Come on, sneak through there. I should be able to refill from this, I hope. It's been a moment since I've done so. And as I did, I bought the tanker where I could use a truck like this. This truck is not fast. Doesn't accelerate the quickest, so using it on that sprayer. But it does give me the option to where if I do have so many tractors in use, which I can't see happening. Yeah. But it does give us the option. Let's see, how do I refill from this to that? Can I do so just by... Is that not a thing? Alright, well, it took me a second. Then I remembered I think I got to be in this truck to unload it. Which seems I just can't be in the other one and hit reload. I got to be in this one and unload. And the engine needs to be on for that. Alright, so this should be full now. It is. Alright, as I mentioned, I got one little spot up here I need to do. And it's still on double application, but let's go ahead and just take care of this one little spot up here. And again, the only reason why I'm doing a double application on the potato fields is because our potato planter does not fertilize as it plants. All the other fields will get one application because the planter that I use there will fertilize as I plant. And the little spot I got to get is just right here. And done. Alright, let me switch over to a single application. Yeah, I did miss a few spots here and there, but that's where I was testing something out. Not going to be too concerned if I miss little spots here and there with this setup. But now I should be able to go at the normal working speed because I'm only putting down one application. And I'm hoping I can get this done in 3 passes. But this is free fertilizer. Now it's going to take me time to recuperate the free money because I did buy this tanker for, well, this whole setup for $60,000. That's about maybe 3, maybe 4 of our fertilizer spreader containers. So that holds, what, 10,000 liters? I think it's 18,000 to refill that. So yeah, about somewhere around three of those will repay for this. And I think before I was refilling that fertilizer spreader maybe 2, possibly 3 times per year. So within a year, yeah, we'll start saving ourselves some money. And like I said, it's fun to be doing on this map here. A lot of things I have not done a whole lot in my Let's Plays. I mean, I have used a slurry spreader before in FS22, but usually we just go with the more convenient, easier things to to use because it's hard not to sometimes. And you can see, I mean, here the working speed is what, 10 miles an hour with a 12 meter wide working width or whatever this is, compared to the artificial fertilizer spreader, which I think I can do at like a 15 or 16 miles an hour and a 40 meter wide working width. Yeah, so these fields here will need lime. I think we're going to do that next. And also I'm just realizing that the working area is a little bit wider than the animation is itself. But I suppose that makes a little bit of sense because if you were to spray a liquid into the ground is like a sponge. So it's going to absorb the material that's a little bit of ways from it. Actually, I'm wondering if I did leave the truck on and I was in this, can I refill it by doing that? Because that truck does have to be on for it to unload into this one, apparently. At least let me just get down to the end of the row. That'd be good. Now, the only thing I don't like about the setup is it's on a dolly. So backing up is not going to be my greatest talent, as we know, if I have any talents at all. Alright, so if I were to just to refresh my memory on this, if that truck was running, can I take it out by just being in this tractor? Does not seem so. So you got to be... Ooh, I'm not lined up with something. Alright, so is it back to back? Alright, so there. That shows me I can unload into this one. Yes, so as long as that truck is running, I can stay in this tractor and load into here. But man, that does take a moment. All right, so while that's going on, yeah, so sugar beet, I was looking at that. Oh, I got 30,000 liters left. Let's jump up to... we'll continue with the slurry spreading in just a moment, but while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get the lime spreader and Lamborghini all set, ready to go. And oh, I don't have any money. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of key to buy stuff. I need the money. So I may have to hold off on the lime spreading then. I mean, with no money. Oh, we're still filling up here. All right. Well, I can go ahead and plow the field and then put lime down, so that's not that big of a deal. So I have to wait a month before I start lime spreading, because I'll have all the soup at the soup production building will be made overnight. The candy, I want to hold off on selling the candy until next year now. We are in August, and June, late June, early July is the best time to sell that. So the price is going to be dropping. So I want to hold on to that if I can. Only if I'm in dire need of it, which I shouldn't be. And the good thing is, lime is not that expensive. And I was thinking about, but I'm glad I didn't, I was thinking about making our own lime when I started the series, which means having stones turned on and picking up stones. But I'm glad we're not doing that. Because, I mean, I would be plowing just about every field anyways. And that'd be a lot of stones, which does mean a lot of lime. But then I thought to myself, you know, lime's not that expensive, so let's not worry about it. So I'm not. I think I'm doing enough here as it is. Yeah, so one thing about spreading slurry like this is I'll have to leave the truck running to unload from it, or just every time I get there, just hop into that truck, turn it on. But diesel fuel is not that expensive. In farming simulator terms, anyways. Yeah, with the artificial fertilizer spreader, as I was saying before, I could almost get this field done in one pass. And it wouldn't, I mean, you've seen me do it probably. It doesn't take us that long to get this field done. And really, this is not taking me long either. Maybe like 5 minutes. And who knows, maybe in the distant future, when if the money's rolling in extremely fast and I think we can reach our goal in 10 years, I could swap this in and get ourselves a bigger tanker and a bigger sprayer. Meaning working width. Alright, I'll turn around and I'll let this fill back up. Take whatever's left inside that tanker. Now, I don't think we're going to have enough slurry to do all the fields anyways. So the next field I definitely want to get done is the other potato field. There we go. So while all that's filling up, let's go now grab the Challenger as I change my plans. I did turn off the Lamborghini, right? Yeah, that's not running. Nope. There we go. And I'm not attached to that. Nope. So the plow should be down. I thought the plow was down there. Where did I leave my plow? Alright, I need to find my plow. I have no idea where it is. Okay, quickly, it's already down by production lane. So, I got lazy, apparently. Oh, probably when I was creating the parsnip field that we were just harvesting a little while ago. After cutting down all those trees, I left a plow there and never brought it back to the farm. Well, another way we are making a little bit of cash throughout the day is from our wind turbine. So all depends on how much the wind is blowing, I think, is how much we actually earn off of it. Could use that to... I could use a hurricane coming through. Is what I could really use. I don't think this is on allowed to create fields. It's not. Because that's the last thing I did with it. I think it resets every time you reload into the game. All right, let me just go ahead and turn off my truck and my T8. Okay, so I've got 35,000 liters in the tank. Oh, did I hit the wrong button? I think I... Never mind. I think I unloaded... Wait, now it's loading in here with that truck off? Wait, what? You know what? I'm just going to leave it be. I am just going to leave it be. I don't remember what I did now, what button I hit when I was initially pulled up to it. I don't know if I hit I to unload into the bigger tanker, or did I hit R to refill? I don't know. Let's go ahead and lower down the plow here and take care of this potato field so it'll be all set almost for next season. Just got to go ahead and throw down some lime, as we know. But getting these fields turned around, that way when winter comes we can just skip right through most of winter other than taking care of the animals. And make sure I sell the flour this year, as I forgot last year. But luckily with this plow here, it doesn't take long to get the fields done. This is something I could definitely throw on a worker later on. I mean, not for this field, but for like other fields. I mean, you look at the cotton field that, you know, where the parsnips is as well. That'd be a nice field to throw a worker into. Fields like that while I go do other things like spread lime down. But at least now with the slurry sprayer / spreader, I will not have to worry about fields after I plant them of like, okay, get back in there and get another fertilizing stage into it. We should be all set. Just plant and forget it. Now the only field I really just have to make sure I stay on top of for the fall season is the wheat field. That's the only field that I plant in the fall. All the other fields we plant in the springtime. So I got all winter to take care of these fields. So probably spray slurry on the second potato field and then come back over. Actually, maybe I should go up and do the wheat field first before I get over to the potato field. I think we got enough slurry. Just trying to get that corner there. Should have enough slurry to get those fields done. And then the other fields may need artificial fertilizer. So just a few trips around this field and this one should be all done. And just thinking about somewhere around 8:30 in this month, this field was a field of potatoes ready to be harvested. And now it's been harvested, fertilized, and now plowed. That's a quick turnaround, I think. Now, our wind turbine just brought in about $612. Must not be a windy day out there. Alright, I'm actually going to leave the plow unfolded because the next field I'm going to probably plow is the red beet field. Yep, needs lime. Alright, so we all set here. We got a full tank again. Alright, let me turn that off. And this truck should be... No, I hop back into the T8. Let's jump back over to here. Yeah, that truck is off. That was kind of weird what happened there. But that's fine. Anyways, let me just jump back up to the cow barn for a second. I want to see what we got left for slurry. Oh, 119,000 liters? Oh, that's plenty. That's plenty to get the wheat field and potato field done. And then maybe a little bit of extra, of course. How are we doing here? Is this level going down? I noticed the slurry pit on American Falls goes down. I've seen that, but this one here seems to be full. Not too sure. And as I sneak on through here, yep, we got 16 cows, and we do have a full pile of manure over here as well. But I'm probably just going to leave this here. Unless we run out of manure and slurry over there, then I'll have some over here. And we'll keep the manure bucket just in case. We need it. I mean, it doesn't cost that much, so might as well keep it on the farm now at this point. And yeah, now we just need to bring in a little bit of cash next month so I can pay for this lime. And probably we're going to have to help pay off the loan interest as well, because that's going to hurt a little bit overnight. But we'll have some products. We'll have a whole bunch of parsnip soup, red beet soup, and eventually carrot soup. We got carrots still to harvest this month as well. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video, maybe think about giving the video a like if you did like what you saw. And if you haven't already, please do think about subscribing. But anyways, that is where we need to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you again right here in the hills of Tuscany. But until then, have a good one. Do have a nice view from the farm.